Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Here's a bit of an update to the Robert Pattinson being the new Batman. This is from the Hollywood Reporter in their Friday Heat Vision editorial, if you will. It says this: Is Robert Pattinson the new Batman? That's the question on the Geek Mind Friday. The answer is complicated. Depending on who you talk to, Pattinson is just a front runner on a very, very short list. Others will tell you the part is his, or even that a deal is done. One insider tells Heat Vision it's still an ongoing process and that there's a whole vetting system that is underway. While mum on details, the process means in part screen tests, costume tests, readings, and meetings, but yes, deep conversations are being had. Batman is for Warner Brothers the most important brand, IP, character, whatever you want to call him, it's in its portfolio. He is the most popular superhero character in the world, even bigger than anything Marvel has. In fact, Batman has only risen in importance since Christian Bale headlined the Christopher Nolan trilogy in the aughts. So Warner's execs are, of course, being extremely meticulous, perhaps to a fault, in handling what is supposed to be a new trilogy. They don't want a repeat of the Ben Affleck debacle, where they had divisive Batman and saw potential solo franchise collapse in public. And regarding the importance of costume tests, you may recall that how an actor looked in a mask was a key factor for Warner's choosing Ryan Reynolds over Bradley Cooper when casting Green Lantern. Not that the final product seemed to have mattered. Matt Reeves is still tweaking his script, which is rumored to have at least two villains, the Penguin being one of them, according to sources. One person is telling us there will be around half a dozen villains. 6 villains. We're hearing of another perfect character making an appearance in the script as well. So that is coming from the Hollywood Reporter Heat Vision. Some of it possibly more of a opinion, but most of it is very interesting to say the least. So we're back to Robert Pattinson may not be the new Batman depending on what they decide after all those tests. I guess they really want to make sure this is the right decision on a new trilogy with Matt Reeves doing it. And we don't know what Matt Reeves thought on it, right? We wish Matt Reeves would just come out on Twitter and just say who the new Batman is or what's going on. But right now, it's still speculation. Batman news is such a big thing. Looks like Twilight fans are happy, though. That one video I did where I showed Robert Pattinson, his eyes being covered so I see his chin, that one video went over like 42,000 views. And a lot of people I've never even heard of have watched that. That's incredible. That just tells me that Twilight fans, a lot of those were Twilight fans, are very extremely excited and happy to see Edward become a Batman in this new trilogy that will be coming out. And hopefully starting to shoot. But the biggest thing maybe for this is that there's going to be possibly 6 villains, half a dozen villains, but I guess 6 villains, if you do your math. And a lot of the were being tossed around was that, he said Penguin, that's one, and also Perfect, Catwoman is also the other villain, and there's 4 other villains as well. I want to refer to Mauro Robles. He had a Fanboy podcast, and he talked about something very interesting, how Cillian Murphy and Christian Bale were being tossed around for Batman during the Christopher Nolan days. Now, what's interesting was that Cillian Murphy turned out to be Scarecrow. So there's all these names that are in contention for Batman that could actually be roles for the bad guys or for other characters within the movie. So if you think about that, and Mauro Robles had explained in his Fanboy podcast that it's quite possible, people like Nicholas Hoult, Armie Hammer, Aaron Taylor Johnson possibly being in the Batman, but not for the Batman. Or you can even say Robert Pattinson, maybe not the Batman or for something else. So these roles are all to be fulfilling characters within the movie The Batman. So a lot of people said Nicholas Hoult would be perfect for the Riddler, and I agree. He kind of, yeah, I would totally could see him as the Riddler. So that could be the thing. This could be multiple characters, multiple villains, and these people may be fulfilling those roles as Robert Pattinson is the Batman or some, another character within the new movie. So that is interesting. It's pretty exciting to know that they're nailing down people to be in this. I mean, Josh Gad even says like he could take on Robert Pattinson. He tweeted out he could take on Robert Pattinson as Batman. So he's still trying to say that he's possibly Penguin, but we don't know for sure. It's maybe him just saying that he wants to be Penguin in this movie. But many villains is great. I think we're prepared for that, and hopefully this story will work in a way that it won't be too crowded with villains. But I don't think so. I think we've gone past that point. I think we've gone past the point of Joel Schumacher days, and I think with the Dark Knight trilogy and what Matt Reeves can have done before, I think we can be pretty excited for that. But I know still people are not really excited for Robert Pattinson's new Batman, but he's not the new Batman yet. He's the front runner, possibly. Very, very short list. Let's continue to see what happens when this comes out. And until then, there's a lot of fan-made posters and stuff. This one's from Boss Logic. It's incredible. I love looking at these things. I love the possibilities of where the costume's going to be, who's going to be in these roles. That's one of the exciting parts before a movie gets made, I think. In terms of DC properties, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all these things are so exciting. Just speculating and seeing what happens and what people comes up with fan-based properties like this. So incredible stuff. The next thing is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has a very short, a little, not really too much to know about, but this is I guess is an Insta story where someone named Vanzi Kino 18 had took a video or recorded something of Patty Jenkins talking about Wonder Woman 84. Apparently, she has always wanted from the beginning to change the release date to Wonder Woman 84 to June 2020, but now she's excited about the material that she has that she would like to have the November date again. Well, in not in that sense, but more in the sense that they've screened an early version. She says in the interview she screened an early version and she's so excited, she's so pumped, she can't wait to show it already. But originally she really wanted to just say Wonder Woman 84 has got to come out in summer. It's got to come out in the summer of 2020, and that's where she wanted. But now that's screening the early version, she's so excited that she wants to release it. She's like, can't we get back that November date? Of course, probably not, because that would be too close to Joker, and I don't think they want to have DC properties too closely knit together. But June 2020 is Wonder Woman 1984. She looks excited. She looks pumped. It looks like she's going to have a lot of time to finalize that movie and make it to a great movie for DCU fans and DC fans in general. And there's still the question of what is this movie? What is this Wonder Woman 1984 movie? And I can't wait to see the trailer that will possibly, I mean, I'm almost 100% there's going to be a trailer at Wonder Woman, not at San Diego ComicCon Hall H, and then we'll get to see it in all its full glory. And I'm pretty 100% sure they're probably going to release that trailer online. So this San Diego Comic-Con is going to be really exciting. But at least one little update about the Comic-Con is that we're still having that Project Comic-Con for Snyder Cut. I'm going to just mention briefly that we have hit the new level. And this is congratulations to the Project Comic-Con team. You guys are amazing, and everything you do in planning this together is awesome stuff. So thanks to Will Rowland for updating the Project Comic-Con GoFundMe page. We are at level 3, 8,000 as of this date. $8,650 of the $9,660 goal now, because we are now the Project ComicCon teams are now planning to put in ads within newspapers, and you can read it here. It looks like they're looking at maybe the Hollywood Reporter, a magazine, or even the ad in there, a quarter page, a half page, full page. And so this is all they're planning, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. But yeah, people are donating. There's a lot of anonymous donors as well, a lot of big anonymous donors, and it's just amazing to see what we can do as a fandom together. And as I continue to promote this, what the Project ComicCon team is doing, they've done some fantastic work along with at RT Snyder Cut. And so, but that's not it. There's a lot of Snyder Cut stuff to talk about, but I'm gonna reserve all that within a new Ping Pong Flicks tidbit that should be coming out this weekend as well, as I begin to record that, because there's a lot of questions, a lot of talk about the Snyder Cut, a lot of concerns as well, and I want to go through all the things that I've learned about the Snyder Cut from you guys, from everything from Twitter. I don't have any sources, but just from things I've read and seen online, and also some positivity of people promoting the Snyder Cut as well. So I'd like to bring that all together in that one tidbit. But until then, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.